let's talk Incredibles 2. Hey everyone. So, I liked it. It was good. It was a good movie. Um, what else? I didn't see the original Incredibles in the theaters. Um, I don't remember when exactly I saw. I saw it on DVD. I quite enjoyed it. It's um, I would say it ranks up there with the Pixar films. I wouldn't necessarily. I don't hold it to the high esteem as some people do necessarily. I think I still prefer movies like Up to The Incredibles, and Up and the original Toy Story, but it was really good. And this, as a sequel, definitely holds up. Real great original thoughts there. Anyway, so let's take a look at Box Office Mojo because I just want to try and do this. As you can see, or maybe you can't see, I don't know. We have The Incredibles 2, and this is showing. Let's just click on Incredibles 2. So it did really well this weekend, especially for an animated films. From what I know of, animated films typically don't open as large, but they do tend to have longer legs, and they do tend to stick around more than live action films. So let's look at the weekend. This was first weekend and made $182 million, which is impressive considering. Let's go back box office. Let's just do a showdown. So in its opening weekend, it made 182 million, compared to Toy Story 3 only made 110 million. Shrek the Third made 121 million. Minions made 115 million, and Finding Dory made 135 million. That gives you a good ballpark of where usually big animated films land, and it's usually below 150 million. It looks like on the high end is like you have Finding Dory at 135 million, and typically lower than that. So at 182 million, that's pretty impressive. And I wish I had more expertise or something to say about that, but yeah. And then this is the point where I would bring on an expert, except I don't have an expert, so. And I really hate how my desk is squeaking every time I check it. Every time I touch it, it just starts making this annoying squeak, and I'll have to see how much of that probably is in the recording. I don't. Maybe it's not noticeable. Maybe it's ultra noticeable. I think they did a good job with continuing the story. I wasn't necessarily expecting it to take place right after The Incredibles. At least when I first heard of it, I was expecting more of a time jump, but I think I heard sometime before it came out that it was going to take place right afterwards. And yeah, it pretty much does. It's right. It just continues the story forwards. In some ways, it did feel a little bit like, it's been a while. I have to admit, it's been a while since I've seen the first movie, so I don't necessarily remember it that well. But it does feel almost like they got to the point to where now they're superheroes as a family, and then at the beginning of this film, it undoes that pretty quickly. In terms of just watching this movie, it was fine. I didn't feel like it was a cop out or anything like that. But I think I don't know how this would hold up as just a direct continuation, as in just watching Incredibles and then watching this movie. I don't know if that might feel a little jarring because like you get to this moment where they're finally together, and then in the beginning of this movie you just break that. And so instead of seeing like the whole family together, you still you get it's more still split again. You have uh, Elastigirl, the mother, separate from the rest of the cast most of the movie. Now, the one thing with the screen slayer thing, I was sort of like you could see like it had to be either I don't remember their names, but this guy or her at a certain point because not enough. What who else was it gonna be? And you could tell it was gonna be a sort of a setup. Actually, I thought before they revealed that Screenslayer was her, I really thought they were gonna have it be um, the business guy, and that it was just his way of giving her an opponent to fight. I think, but the reveal of her was fine. Um, I don't really have a preference. I don't know if my idea of what I was thinking would have been better or not, but I was fine with what we got. So boring. Why does he talk about something interesting? Why doesn't he show videos of the movie while he's talking so we can be fascinated and interested by his every thought? Those were my thoughts the on the Incredibles 2. And if you had anything, if you disagreed or have any other thoughts, feel free to leave a comment and I may or may not respond. No promises. And yeah, you know the YouTube thing. You know where to find videos. You're watching YouTube. I'm sure you can figure it out. Anyway, I'm still getting used to making videos, and as maybe if you can tell, I don't have a good schedule for making videos. Uh, this last week I was in Iowa, so I didn't get around to making this video till today because I only got home yesterday morning and was tired most of the day. And this next week, I'll see if I can make a video for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I'm sure I'll have some more. I'm pretty sure I have more opinions about that movie. So hopefully that will make a more interesting video than this. But we'll see. And with that, I guess I'll see you around.